Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful with you guys to any of you having a Hyundai Sonata and you need to remove or replace transmission mount. Stay with us, we'll explain guys how to do that. Even though we'll have some differences, a little bit of obstacles here because people didn't use the correct bolts, we'll teach you what not to do to your car. Make sure to stay until the end, and that's why it's always good to work on your vehicle, so if something screws up you know how to fix it guys, because if you take it to a shop sometimes, like this one was taken, they completely guys almost destroyed the transmission itself, and we'll explain why, so make sure to stay until the end. So let me guys introduce you to the channel quick. This should work on Hyundai Sonata generation 2010 to year 2015. Now, every single car that we get at the garage, you probably already know that, but we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we do that? Simply because our mission at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep providing this free information. Something else, if you need to buy tools, parts to fix your car, Hyundai Sonata, anything guys, check out the link in the description of the video below and you can see where we get all our tools and parts from for a really good price and quick shipping as well. And another thing, if you want to learn how to do diagnostics, fix electrical components on your Hyundai Sonata, we have a special channel guys, check it out, Electrical Car Repair Live. You can find quite helpful information and videos that can save you thousands of dollars. So let's start on it now. So specifically 2013 Hyundai Sonata guys, the first thing, in order to get to the transmission mount, which is located right here, we need to remove the air filter box, the engine computer. Stay with us, we're going to do that. Next, you don't need to remove the battery holder right here, but we have it removed so we can show you with the great detail. But otherwise it's pretty simple. If you need to remove the battery holder, it's the bracket, it's pretty easy. And once you guys remove it, you can see that one, okay, it has only 4 bolts. If you need to, you can remove it and have all that room. So stay with us and we'll show you how to do that now. Specifically guys, we have a 2013 Hyundai Sonata that we're working on, okay, and now let's explain what we need to do. We need to guys get a 10mm socket. With that 10mm socket, okay, we're going to let's go ahead and get a few hoses loose now here. Okay, one hose right here, we'll get that one loose. Alright, you can see, perfect, that hose clamp is loose now. We can get it out of the air filter box assembly, perfect. Now, let's come to the front. Okay, we're going to remove 2 more bolts that we have right here. Okay, we need to remove those, that's for the air duct. Okay, but in most cases that will need to be removed as well in order to remove the air filter box. Okay, perfect, that's what we're doing next, just removing these bolts. And then we can continue with the next step. One is out, one more to go. Alright, perfect. This one is out too. Now, let's go ahead. We're going to grab that thing, lift it up a little bit, pull it out of the air filter box assembly, it comes out, okay, you can see, just like that. And you can see how much room, okay, you automatically gain to work on your vehicle here. So, next, what else we need to do guys here? Pretty simple, okay, we have another 2 10mm bolts that we need to remove, okay, right there. Okay, one is out. Let's see if we can reach it, perfect. And then we have another one that you can more likely easily reach from this side here. Okay, you can see where it is. Alright, perfect. Now, that air filter box guys most likely should come out of there. Okay, so we grab it. It may have a rubber bushing holding it towards the back. You will need to lift up. These hoses will need to come to the side. Okay, careful not to break vacuum hoses, and the whole air filter box comes out. Now, at that point, what you will need to do guys, you will actually need to cover, okay, that hose with something, okay, so you don't drop anything inside, because if you drop something inside guys, okay, it's going to go to the intake manifold, from there to the pistons, valves. You can severely damage your engine to the point that you actually need an engine rebuild. So what we're going to do, we'll just get one glove, put it like that, so that way we don't drop any tools, any parts, dirt or anything inside. But don't forget to remove it later. So that's for engine safety. With the air filter box out of the way, guys, we can show you clearly where things are. So let's explain now a few things. The car battery needs to be disconnected every time you remove or replace the engine computer, at least 1 hour before the repair. Now, on these modern vehicles, it really matters, guys, which battery terminal you disconnect or reconnect first, because if you do it the wrong way, okay, you can actually burn the engine computer, cause damage to the electrical system, burn other computers' modules, and these cars have multiple modules and computers, guys. So, if you don't know which battery terminal to disconnect or reconnect first, we have a special video that explains that, and we'll put the link in the description of the video below, so please check it out. Once you disconnect the car battery, wait 1 hour, okay, we can continue with the next step. This is, guys, okay, the two connectors that we need to disconnect. Sometimes you may have a lot of dust and dirt stuck in here, so you can get an air compressor, blow the dust out. You can get a little bit of lubricating spray, okay, and just spray just a little bit here on the teeth, very little, guys. Okay, on each of the teeth so they can move. You will see why in a second. Our electrical connector spray works really good as well, just not enough, okay, to soak the computer, just a little bit. So okay, let me explain now, okay, what we need to do. So, right here, guys, if you look at it, okay, that thing needs to start pulling out. Check it out now. At the same time, I'll grab this thing and one person will be pulling up, because otherwise it can break. Okay, check all the dust that came out. It's unbelievable. That was stuck. If you just rely on that thing to pull it up, you will break it. So you need to pull that thing and that thing at the same time. Now, the same thing applies to this one. Just start it a little bit. Okay, and then one person will pull on the back while I'm going to go on this side. Okay, until it gets loose. Perfect. Okay, just like that. Careful not to bend anything. That's great. Now, we have one bolt that's super inconvenient, guys. So let's explain where that bolt is now. The 10mm socket, let's start with those easier ones now, and we need to remove that nut holding the engine computer there. Okay, check it out now. So that's where it's located, so we can get a better angle. That's a nut. Then we have one bolt on the bottom with 10mm. We'll go ahead and remove that one as well. That one was tight, guys, really tight. Okay, bolt is about to come out. Great. Now, we have one more that's hidden. Okay, let's explain where it is. Okay, it's all the way down there, 10mm, guys, that we need to remove. Okay, you can kind of see where it is. Okay, let's see if we need to get another extension. Oh, that's good. This one will be tight too. Okay, perfect. But we got it loose. You cannot remove the computer only most of the times, okay, without the bracket, simply due to the fact that you have one bolt that's a little bit hidden on the other side, and that makes it really inconvenient actually to remove it there, because you won't be able to. Otherwise, you may try, but I don't think you will be able to. So we're removing that bolt now. Okay, we drop the bolt. We're going to get it later once we remove it with the bracket. So now we need to come up here. Okay, come this way to the side. We're holding it so the bolt doesn't fall off. And that's your engine computer with the mount, guys. Okay, right here by Continental. So, things that you need to do, guys. Okay, first you will need to support your engine, your transmission on the bottom with a jack and rubber. Actually, you can see a box like that, or you can use a wood box in some cases, but rubber is better. It's always recommended to use a jack stand itself as well, so if the jack falls, okay, actually the transmission will not fall. Here you have one cover that you need to remove, and that cover, okay, you access it. Okay, I cannot show you. Okay, right there. So pull that one out, and you have two transmission mount bolts that you need to remove. You need to You need to jack up just a little bit so you don't have any tension, okay, on the transmission bolts mounts itself. And what you will need to do, guys, okay, at that point, you need to come right here. Okay, we have everything pretty loosened, so we don't need to waste your time. But when you don't have any tension on the bolt, 17mm socket, and you need to remove 2 bolts, guys, okay, 2 bolts, and we'll go ahead, remove those, get them loose, we pre-loosen them, and then we can continue, okay, with something else. Now, those bolts are not the original bolts. Whoever worked on that car lost the bolts probably, and they put different bolts that don't even match, and that way you can damage the frame where the transmission mount bolts to and the transmission itself. So what you will need to do after that, you will need to go ahead and remove these 4 bolts. Okay, on the last one you have to be careful, make sure that actually, guys, the transmission doesn't start dropping. If it starts dropping, you need to jack it up a little bit. And you can remove that bracket here that holds the mount. Why you need to do that? Simply because right here you have a hidden bolt underneath. We have everything pretty loosened, not to waste your time, but you need to get this bolt out, these 2 bolts here, and then here you're supposed to have a nut that somebody lost. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. I'm really mad when I saw what's happening here. Okay, perfect. And next, we're going to just go ahead, grab it and pull it out. Perfect. And that's your transmission mount. Just explaining quickly what you can do, guys, okay, to remove and replace it. Kia, Hyundai, both of them use that one. I think on Kia Optima is the same. Putting it together practically is in reverse order. We took it apart. If you have any questions, let us know. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you next time.